Luke, I am your father. Hi guys! We got our Ancestry DNA results back! Woo!
What up, though?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's my bedtime alarm. Okay, so we're filming this video really late at night because we got our Ancestry DNA results and we couldn't go another day. He's been waiting for a long time for me to get mine. Mine took a long time, and we're not going to ramble too much in the beginning of this video because I hate it when people in these videos do that. I just want to see their stupid results. So do you really want a quick... Whoa. I'm tired. Really quick, would you like to say what you predict you're going to get in your Ancestry DNA results?
Probably that I'm African.
I don't think so.
I don't know, maybe England?
Okay. And I am a little more complicated, I guess, because I'm mixed, so I know quite a bit about my mom's side of the family. They're French-Canadian, so her last name is actually Cornish, so I think that there is some English in us as well as French and a little bit of Irish. My dad's side, I don't really know that much about. He's Jamaican, so obviously we're African, but I don't know from where. I can guess West Africa because of, you know, slave trade and stuff like that, but don't really know any specific countries or too much, so let's do it. Oh, he had it pulled up. He was ready.
I had it pulled up and ready. Okay. Africa, 78%.
Okay, that's pretty high.
35% Ivory Coast, Ghana. Wow, so I'm Ivorian.
Wow, that's interesting. Cool.
I'm Ivorian Ghanaian.
Very cool.
14% Nigerian. 11% Southeastern Bantu, 10% Cameroon, Congo, and 8% Trace regions. So, cool.
So you're primarily Ivory Coast.
I'm from the Ivory
Coast. That's so cool.
Dude.
I've always wanted to go there.
Côte
d'Ivoire, because they speak French there.
Yeah, the Côte d'Ivoire.
On our to-do list.
All right. America, less than 1%. Wow. That's kind of surprising because I was always told we had Native American in our family, but clearly not. So
well, maybe. I mean, trace regions are like, it's very small, but if you had a Native American person back,
it
depends. DNA is weird. Anyway.
Right. So that's not 19% Europe, which is
that's a lot.
Wow. 20%, 16% Scandinavia.
Really?
Scandinavian. That's so strange.
That's
so really I'm Ivorian and Swedish,
Scandi.
Basically.
Wow.
What do I look? Do I look Swedish?
Does he look 20% Swedish?
I'm 20%. Scandinavian.
Wow, that's really fascinating to me.
Wow, and everything else is basically I'm literally
what is the
those
other
two
European?
Things.
What does it say for trace regions?
1% Iberian Peninsula.
So that's like Italy and Spain, right?
Spain, okay. Portugal, and less than 1% Finland, which is almost Scandinavia. Less than 1% Ireland.
That's so crazy because that's what you said. You were like, because of his name. His name's Norris. That's like
which is Celtic.
Yeah. So he was like, if anything, I would expect it to be like Irish.
Yeah. Everything else is
Scandi.
I'm Scandi.
What?
I am Ivorian, Ghanaian, Scandi.
I would have never guessed. I mean, I would have guessed like Nigeria because West Africa.
Everybody's Nigerian.
Right. Like, I mean, I'd probably have Nigerian, I would assume. Yeah. I guess we'll see in a minute.
This is so cool, though. Like, it just means a lot to me, because, like, now if I have kids, and, like, they'll know, like, where they come from. You know? Like, that's super dope.
Which isn't easy for, you know...
for
people who are descendants who are of slaves, I mean, a lot of our history was basically erased. My ancestry results are in. Anyway,
what up, Ibrahimovic? That's my dog. He's Swedish.
maybe you guys are cousins.
All right, here it is. Okay. LJ's genetic makeup.
You guys, this is pretty dead on to what I was thinking. I was thinking I was probably about 45% African, and I'm 46% African.
Wow.
Benin, is that how you say it? Benin and Togo, 11%. Cameroon, Congo, 11%. Ivory Coast, Ghana, 7%. So we have a similar one. And Nigeria, 6%. And then, oh my gosh, There's also trace regions. Senegal. I love Senegal. That's where Akon's from. I'm sorry. People are going to be commenting like, she's such an idiot.
Yeah.
Senegal is 4%. Mali, 3%. Africa North, 2%. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I get that a lot. I mean, obviously it's not going to show in like what I look like, but I do get questions about that.
Yeah.
Africa South, Central Hunter-Gatherers, less than 1%, and Africa Southeastern, Bantu, less than 1%.
So you got all
AF.
the empires up in there.
I'm mixed AF.
You are super
even
mixed.
within the continent of Africa. That's just one. That's super cool. Like, that is really interesting though, because not the highest ones are 11%.
Yeah.
So there's no like dominant really.
You could say you Togolese
and Cameroon and Congo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, that's interesting.
Not an overwhelming majority.
Yeah, very interesting. Next is Europe.
54%.
54. I said 55% Europe, 45% African. And I was like dead on within 1%. That's crazy. Okay, so Europe West is what is this? 22% Great Britain. Is that right? No.
26% Europe.
Okay,
West.
Europe West. So that's France, right? Europe West includes France?
I think that would, hold on. Yeah, that would include like France. Yeah, Belgium, France, Germany, Luxembourg.
Netherlands, Switzerland, Luxembourg. So pretty sure that's the French in me, which is pretty clear. Like my grandparents have like French names. Not like my mom has an English last name, but like I'm like, my heart is beating really fast. Their parents and stuff have like French last names. Then 22% Great Britain. So again, not surprising because my mom's last name is whatever, Cornish. And then trace regions. So Ireland, 3%. That's not surprising either. Although I thought that number was going to be higher because my maternal grandma is like part Irish. Like from what I've always known, like she was French Canadian and Irish. Like that was... So it's kind of surprising to me that it would only be 3%, but she must have just like not been maybe as Irish as she thought, or maybe I just didn't get as much of that DNA. 2% Iberian Peninsula, which is Spain and Portugal. And less than 1% European Jewish. So this is really fast. This is so fascinating.
So basically, hers is all of Africa and all of Europe.
This is really fascinating to me because one of the reasons that I wanted to do this, besides like what you said about like wanting to know your history and, being African, like you don't know a lot, African American, you don't necessarily know a lot. But another reason I wanted to is because people always ask me like, what are you? You are not black. You are not black and white. There's something else. There's nothing else.
There's literally nothing else.
Even my mom was like, there has to be like, I don't know, like Asian or like Native or no.
That's it. Nothing else.
I'm literally almost 50-50.
That's crazy.
And I'm dominant European.
I mean
that's not surprising.
That's not surprising.
But that's interesting.
So here's the thing, it's like yours was completely spot on and mine was nothing like what I thought it would be.
It wasn't too far off.
I mean, outside of the Africa part, obviously, but I didn't know what part.
Well, yeah, you know you're Scandi.
I definitely didn't know I was dang on Scandi.
That's crazy.
What? I gotta do some research now.
Yeah, we both gotta do some
Who is
research.
that guy?
Who is he?
We watched, in preparation for this, we watched a lot of Dr. Gates' Finding Your Roots. And one common thread he noticed is that African Americans mostly are told by someone in the family somewhere that there's Native American in the family, but usually that person that everybody thought was Native American is really just
somebody like me,
a mixed person. So I'm thinking it was probably something like that. Yeah.
Who knows?
Because I think 16% is like really.
It is pretty high, but I don't know. I'm curious obviously my dad most likely has a very small percentage of European in him if I'm slightly dominant European. So I would assume that's probably where a lot of the English came from as well. Because he's Jamaican. Mm-hmm. Jamaica was occupied by Great Britain. Like Bob Marley is half white.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
So I'd assume that. Yeah. But very interesting.
But then that's the case. I mean, then you see like he is from everywhere in Africa.
Yeah, that's so fascinating to me. He is mixed AF too.
Yeah,
like
he's mixed too.
That's the thing. Like people don't think like they're like, oh, you're African. But, like, Africa is, like, a gigantic continent. We're done now.
That was fun. I feel empowered.
It's really cool.
I'm from the Ivory Coast, man.
Côte d'Ivoire.
That's crazy.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Please be nice. A lot of these videos, people are so mean in them, and I don't know why. But please be nice.
Because it's racial.
It's racial, and people can't handle it because we're not adults.
It gets racial.
But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys in our next one. Bye.